Donald Lee Sharp,
That's it.
pastor.
Faith Tabernacle Baptist Church, 8210 South Cornell Avenue, Chicago, Illinois.
Fantastic. So, Pastor Sharp, you're a lifelong Chicagoan, am I right?
Born at Cook County Hospital, August 10th, 1937.
And the pride of what high school?
Hyde Park High School, class of 1956.
Right, right. I understand you went to school with some fairly well-known Chicagoans other than yourself.
Certainly Herbie Hancock, Spencer Leak Sr., and a young lady that was very involved in the civil rights movement, Diane Nash.
Great. Fantastic. So let's talk a little bit about your family. Since you were born here in the city of Chicago, tell us about the family members that are from the South and where they're from. So, Pastor Sharp, let's talk a little bit about what you know of your family, in particular your great-grandfather.
My great-grandfather's name was Samuel Harrell, or if you call it Harrell, but Harrell. And I discovered he was born in a place called Liberty, Mississippi, which is in Amite County. Amite County is kind of close to the borderline to Louisiana. And I discovered that he was born in 1845, and later on, records show that he was a servant. They listed him as a servant in the Civil War, and he received a Confederate pension check from the state of Mississippi for several years. And so I have records of that. And I was also found his father, who was born in Louisiana, state is birth in Louisiana, but he knows nothing about his mother or father. So I can say probably I can trace our family at least to the 1800s. He moved from Liberty, Mississippi, and up to Mount Bio, up in the what do they call it? Not the levee, but the Delta. He moved to the Delta, and that's where he owned property, and that's where my brothers and sisters, that's where they were born, up in the Delta. Both my mother and father from Mississippi, but they met here. My mother moved here or came here in 1928. She was 26 years old, single. Well, she was single when she came here, although she had left behind 4 children. And she came here looking for work. And I don't know why she chose to leave her family, but from what I understand, her mother died when she was quite young. She was raised by her grandfather. And she got married at age 14, I think, or something like that, 14 to 15. And so I guess for her, being a mother for the rest of her life was not something that was attractive to her. And so Chicago was an opportunity. She had a family here. And so she came here to be with them, looking for work. And up until the time she got ill, she worked.
And she landed where working?
Oh, she had various jobs, working in factories, and I don't remember, but different kind of factories she worked in.
But at the end of the day, she made life and opportunities available for you by coming here as well, right?
Oh my goodness, yes. It was an excellent opportunity. My mother never had grammar school education, although she was very well read. And one of the things she always did with me is made sure I learned how to read. Sundays sometimes were very engaging because she would always read the comic strips to me, and I would listen to her stories and comic book characters like Captain Jammer Kids and Captain Marvel and things like that. And so it really kind of piqued my imagination. And of course, back in the day of radio, where you had to use your imagination and listen to programs like The Shadow and Green Hornet, you know, The Lone Ranger. All this kind of stories kind of piqued my curiosity. And so what it did, it helped me understand that there was a world bigger than the one in which we lived in.
So the legacy from the Great Migration through your mother was an impetus for your love of reading and love of learning and discovery, and it ultimately led to a gentleman who furthered his own education.
Sure, I graduated. My undergrad work was at DePaul University and my master's from Trinity University, and my doctorate is from Southern Baptist Theological Seminary in Louisville, Kentucky.
Fantastic. And today, you've been the pastor of Faith Tabernacle Baptist Church for 52 years, is that right?
52 wonderful years.
And things are great, and you've helped to share and pass along God's grace to a bunch of other folks, including myself.
Well, it was very interesting yesterday when I heard some of the ministers talk about me, and a pastor to many pastors, and so I consider that an honor.